Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Varun. Good morning, Aman Malik. Keep the charts clean. We'll start in 2 minutes. Jai Shri Krishna Ramesh. Good morning, Veer. You remember my name. I do. So let's start. Yesterday's trade of long. Target was 77.5. एक second. Right? So exact वो target complete करने के बाद market went up till supply 200% and supply 200% से proper formation with the formation setup creation with the setup creation movement towards the short, right? So in this form, what do you notice? अगर 1 hour में आता है, right? So the formation of the movement of that day, मतलब कल के दिन में क्या क्या मार्केट में high volume raise, market was in a bullish trend entirely till here, right? What was the point of interaction? The point of interaction was entirely towards the long, but जैसे ही high calibration point complete हुई, what did market do? Market created a pattern of reversal starting with 3 week in 1 hour. Formation has been done, right? One, two, three, confirmation candle, drop, recreation, enter. Right? Definitely हम यहाँ पे भी लिए थे, यहाँ पे भी लिए थे. That's a total different scenario. But हमेशा एक चीज याद रखना, जब तक high volume range create नहीं होती है, the direction will be towards the short. In this point, कल के दिन में first spike of interaction क्या दिखा था? High volume. When the first spike of interaction was high volume, मतलब retracement आना confirm है. वही retracement का trade हमने 280 pips तक capture किया था. With that, what did market tend to do? Market tend to get into an iceberg zone of action, right? Post completion, the trade of execution. With the post completion of trade of execution, what did market indicate for today's movement? Today's moment we got a high volume break again, right? जो कि न्यूयॉर्क पीएम सेशन में हुई थी, उसी ब्रिक के साथ the next moment was a reversal point of action from minimality 150%, right? So that is how we look into the perspective of executions. So allocation कैसे देख के चलना है, we'll come back and check in 15 minutes, right? So in this point of interest, each and every move was clear from this point, right? First setup creation कहाँ पे हुआ था? Thriving के साथ यहाँ पे, right? उसके साथ भी trade off execute करते, what could be your major reversal point of action कितना हो सकता था, right? Execution will be on the fourth candle, thriving fourth candle entry यहाँ पे हुई थी न्यूयॉर्क सेशन में, exactly in our SL range of 40 pips, right? So with that plan of action, how do you allocate the structure? ये मिस हो गया, यहाँ पे कैसे एंट्री लेते? with the S2B1 setup, two red candles, the third red candle will be your execution point. With this, let's इसका levels में draw नहीं किया था because I wanted to showcase you guys कि like how it matches. With that, what is the first plan? Okay, first come first serve में this is the moment what we have, right? So when this plan of action gets executed, this will be taken under the consideration to the previous. Break and continue 100% ka. So first target will be 150, second target will be 200, right? So what we do here, we map the second one because it's a direct break close below 100%. जब भी क्लोज होता है 100% के नीचे एंड कंटिन्यू करता है तभी ही आप मैप करोगे 150 एंड 200. What do we notice? We have a rejection from 150%. We have a rejection from 200%, right? So with this plan of action, what do you notice over here? Did the market break? Setup form होना था, setup form नहीं हुआ. Market री-एस्टैब्लिश किया स्ट्रक्चर को, यस डेफिनेटली री-एस्टैब्लिश किया. क्या मार्केट 200% को ब्रेक किया? नहीं किया. जब ब्रेक नहीं करता है तो सरप्लस मैपिंग नहीं होती है. एंड एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ एक्शन अगर नोटिस कर रहे हो, ब्रेक करने के बाद थ्री विंग फॉर्म हुई थी 1 2 3 एग्जीक्यूशन ऑन द फर्स्ट ग्रीन कैंडल क्लोजर. विद दैट, हाउ डू यू मैप? Retracement, first come first serve. This is the first come first serve green candle what we are having. So this will be the supply what you will be taking to map this point. Same scenario, break and continue. Break and continue होने के बाद what did market tend to do? Market took a rejection from 200%. With the 200% carry forward on the drop. 1 2. Right? So once this formation is done, what is the next step? What is the next formation that you'll be working on? Allocation of the moments continued through the previous. Yes, that's right, sure. नहीं नहीं, Arundhati ma'am, you're wrong here, right? So with this point of interest, what do we follow? We follow a right movement plan of action. First come first serve. One हो चुका है, completed. With this prompt, what do we see? Movement continued में है. So when the movement is in continue, what do? We take the second serve. Where do we take the second serve from? This point. So this is our second service post completion of first. 1, break and continue. 2. right? So when the entire movement of 200% is completed, it created a small retracement at minimality M1 as as plus as the demand 200%. इधर से हम सरप्लस मार्क करेंगे जो कि ये मूवमेंट सरप्लस, राइट? जब ये सरप्लस मूवमेंट एक्शन प्लान में डेवलप हुआ, व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू डू? विल यू मार्क दिस डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द टॉप? नो, you will mark it from the retracement point because 150% का range of action का motion यहाँ से ही है, right? तो इस point of action से first allocation जैसे ही किए, what do we get? We get a minimality M1. With minimality M1 we look for a target of 150 first. With the 50% of completion, 150%, we look for the second, right? With that, आज के दिन में what did we look for? A little posture at this current point. Little posture at this current point is only looked through a gap up or gap down. क्या आज के दिन में gap up हुआ? Yes, definitely. Gap up करके क्या वो immediately complete की? No, right? So with this position, market will always come back to fill the gap. In forex market, wherever there is a gap up or gap down, market will always come, clear that gap, and then continue the movement, right? In this scenario, what is the plan of action do we see? Okay, मैंने यहाँ पे allocate किया एक supply को, इसी supply के साथ मैंने map किया इस point of action, right? What do we notice? There is a gap in between, right? And there is a minimality as well. So when that gets into the play, you don't have to map 150% directly, right? ये जो mapping of 150% जो आएगा वो नहीं करना है हमें. That will be the wrong assembly of the movement. जब भी वो wrong assemble होता है, you will not be able to execute the trades in the right direction. So you have to recreate the same structure. How will you recreate the same structure? This is the 100% rejection. Where is the nearest retracement point of the first candle? Is here, closing and the first candle. So you take the new allocation and map at this point. So if you notice, the recreation was at the same point with that S2B1 setup. With the S2B1 setup, first execution was at 49, second execution was at 43.6. दोनों का target hit होके, now post completion of this with demand 150%, market is continuing the movement. How will you start mapping it? क्या आपका एग्जीक्यूशन पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट यहाँ पे मिला है? नहीं मिला है. सो द फर्स्ट अलोकेशन विल बी इन पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ दिस वन मैप with mapping continuity 200%, right? So with this allocation हमने लॉन्ग की तरफ तो अभी तक बेटा नहीं है. कहाँ पे बैठेंगे? जैसे ही हमें एक प्रॉपर फॉर्मेशन दिखने को मिलती है उस पॉइंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट से वी विल लुक फॉर एन एग्जीक्यूशन, राइट? कन्वर्जन कब देखेंगे? जैसे ही एक बीओएस स्ट्रक्चर बिल्ड होता है उस बीओएस स्ट्रक्चर के साथ वी विल लुक फॉर एन कन्वर्जन अलोकेशन विच इज डिमांड कन्वर्टेड इनटू सप्लाई एंड उसी के साथ ट्रेड ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन लॉन्ग के तरफ का होगा. एनी डाउट्स इन गोल्ड गाइस? ऑल क्लियर? किसी को भी कोई भी डाउट है प्लीज आस्क. Hope Sandeep is in the stream and he had shared one of the screenshots in Telegram. उसका जवाब आपको मिल चुका है. May you show a reversal zone of calculation? Swing high, swing low, retracement point. This is 200% rejection zone. Okay. BTC running with 1300 points. चलने दो. जब तक त्रिशूल फॉर्म नहीं होता है तब तक नहीं. बने रहो. Good morning, Samarth. How are you? नहीं, त्रिशूल फॉर्म होने दो पहला. 24th September, 8:45 AM. 8:45. No, it's not. Sorry, gold, no? Sorry, my bad. 1 second. Wait, 45. No, it's not. Okay, Veer, post calculation, let me know whether that is the target or not. Good morning, Anurag. Good morning, Rachel. The concepts are new that make me so puzzled, or maybe I am rushing the process. Step by step, slow and steadily, you will be able to. Need to check the minimality in 15 minutes only. If the formation of minimality is in 1 hour, that will also be taken under the consideration, no doubt about it. But most of the minimalities is formed in 15 minutes. 1 hour में बहुत rare form होता है. अगर उसमें फॉर्म हो गया तो समझ लेना the 1 hour targets will complete. Let it be volume spike or no, it will complete. Okay. All the non-active members in the group will be removed by the EOD end of the day today from the Exness group. Rest all जो MNP group से वो सब वैसे ही रहेंगे. That is not an issue. But only for the Exness members will be removing the people who are non-active. If I want to start screening on any new chart, I need to start with depends कौन सा market है. Crypto market है, then you have to start with daily. If you're looking and if you're training to become a swing trader, if you're looking to become an ID trader, then 1 hour. If it's Indian markets, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 15 minutes. If it's Forex market, if you're swing trader again, daily 4 hours, 1 hour, 15 minutes. If you're ID trader, then it will be 1 hour, 15 minutes. That should be the plan of actions what you will be following at the state. नहीं नहीं वरुण बने रहो. लिक्विडिटी ग्रैब पॉइंट अभी भी पेंडिंग है. Good morning, Ajay. Any updates in Bank Nifty and Nifty? We'll start Indian markets post Dasara because currently there is no financial volumes. मतलब funds flow in नहीं हो रहा है. अगर वैसे ही चाहिए तो डाल दूंगा. But don't expect the explanations, please. Okay, target complete. 100. और क्या हो? 1, 2. ये कल का दिन का था. First come, first serve. One. With that, 200% break and continue. कल के दिन में closures. Allocation point 1 and allocation point 2. One, two, three. Point of action 1 and 2. Resembling action 200% complete हो चुका है. तो first come ने we are taking directly the second serve. Okay. Point of action 1 is to be 1 के साथ 150% rejection. Okay. If it will break 200%, then we will mark 300. No, we mark the surplus. post breaking 200%. This is for Nifty wheat, right? Then we'll come to Bank Nifty. Action plan 1, exit कल के दिन में रिजेक्शन था ये, इसके बाद 100% 1 formulation wise supply which will act as the current 1 2 small moment creation 1 2 market consolidation में है, be careful. Thanks for the analysis. Let's do the Bank Nifty too, sir. देख लो. This is how it will look. Okay. जैसे ही इंटैक्ट होता है एक प्लान ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन देख सकते हो. गुड मॉर्निंग अंश, कैसे हो? Surplus is marked from the last retracement which has happened before 200%. See, it's not like that, Anurag. So surplus movement action plan जो होता है, that is always taken under the consideration through the rejection point at 150% or else 200. Sometimes very rare scenarios में 150% rejection नहीं, direct 200% rejection लेता है. तब 200% rejection to starting point, and if there is a rejection from 150%, then starting point to 150 will be the surplus movement. Okay. So Veer, as you were saying 200% होने के बाद 300% का, I'll just show you an example, right? यहाँ पे 200% complete हुआ था. What we did, we didn't mark 300. We took a surplus. So this was the surplus movement which we carry forwarded in the action plan till the TTS 2.0. Good morning, Arshad. Good morning, Faizan. कल का short trade का MTSL point we will keep at 64 and 76 system trailing. I took a sell at 3737. You took a sell at 3737. उसका first TP 80 pips का hit हो चुका है ना, TP1 यहाँ पे. वो ID trade था, swing नहीं. Good morning, British. Any other doubts, guys? मैंने अभी लिया है, बिना एनालिसिस किए शॉर्ट ले रहे हो? हम्म, बिना सेटअप फॉर्म हुए शॉर्ट ले रहे हो? इंटैक्ट लेवल तक का ही देखना, ज्यादा नहीं, यहाँ तक, इस जोन तक. Do we consider 50% of surplus? No. First consideration is always the 100%, then 150 and 200. And 150 and 200 is also taken under the consideration only when there is a minimality in the surplus, not prior to that. But after some movement in the direction, it again continues the opposite side. उसके लिए setup and volume understanding is very much important. Okay. Where am I going wrong? You're going wrong in hurrying the execution. Sir, what is surplus minimality? रंजित, जो मूवमेंट एक्शन प्लान जब डेवलप होता है ना, तब मिनिमलिटी एक्शन प्लान के बाद जो 200% ब्रेक होता है, एंड जब हम सरप्लस मार्क करते हैं, उस सरप्लस में भी मिनिमलिटी फॉर्म होता है. उस फॉर्मेशन को हम सरप्लस मिनिमलिटी बोलते हैं. ठीक है. आई एम जस्ट बैक टेस्टिंग चार्ट्स राइट नाउ विथ रिलेवर. हाँ, वही बोल रहा हूँ अनुराग. जब बैक टेस्ट कर रहे हो ना, so what are you doing? You're mapping at each and every point. You're not putting all together. When you start putting all together with volume understanding, with surplus, with minimality, with demand and supply, then you will be able to understand it. 1500 points earning in BTC, MTSL, 1200 take home. I sometimes feel the FOMO. For example, if I wait for the setup from form completely, it also shows the move in that. So how to fix that? So example, Start meditating. That is the first thing. Second thing, how do you look into the play? जब भी फोमो आता है, सेटअप फॉर्म नहीं हुआ है, मार्केट ऊपर जा रही है समझो, दैट्स टोटली फाइन. फोरेक्स में you know every pip is equivalent to 1x of the movement of whatever you are deploying. So hurrying won't help you out. गड़बड़ में एंट्री करना will not help you out. You have to wait for the setup. दिन में 4 से 5 सेटअप क्रिएट होता है, right? If you miss out one, you will get the second one. If you miss out on the second one, you will get the third one. If you miss out on the third one, you will get the fourth one. But सेटअप फॉर्म का वेट करना ही पड़ेगा. एग्जाम्पल कल का ये देख लो, 6 एग्जीक्यूशन पॉइंट्स थे. फर्स्ट फर्स्ट एग्जीक्यूशन पॉइंट वाज हियर, राइट? सेकंड एग्जीक्यूशन पॉइंट आफ्टर द लाइव ट्रेड कंप्लीशन यहाँ पे, right? This was the second one. Where was the third one? S2B1 setup. With the S2B1 setup, again 150 pips के लिए ID trade with 3 wing setup. Right? With the 3 wing setup, again there was one more setup with S2B1 towards the short. Post completion, we had a surplus movement जो कि entry point नहीं थी हमारे पास, but जैसे ही मिलिमिलिटी यहाँ पे फॉर्म हुआ, we had an intact trade of execution. राइट? सो मार्केट ऑलवेज गिव्स यू एन अपॉर्चुनिटी. आज के दिन में भी फर्स्ट एग्जीक्यूशन पॉइंट कहाँ पे था? S2B1 के साथ यहाँ पे थी, राइट? वेयर इज द सेकंड एग्जीक्यूशन पॉइंट? इंटैक्ट लेवल के साथ यहाँ पे थी. वेयर इज द थर्ड एग्जीक्यूशन पॉइंट? वी हैड इट अगेन विद द इंटैक्ट, राइट? द सेम वे यू हैव टू वेट. डेफिनेटली जो 150 पिप्स का हमारा रेंज ऑफ मोशन रहता है वो थोड़ा कम हो जाता है. 150 पिप्स टारगेट से 100 पिप्स को आ जाता है. But entries should always be in particular to the setups. Don't execute the trades without the setups. ठीक है वीर? So you have to keep it aside. You have to sit patientfully. Then only you will be able to sustain. जैसे कि while explaining this green candle came, अगर मैं FOMO में एंट्री लेता तो definitely like a retailer I could have also given the SL. But we are waiting, right? Intact होने का वेट कर रहे हैं. Always remember, patience is the very important key in this field of business. Okay. एंड जितने भी MNP एंड LTD मेंबर्स जो है अभी लाइव पे, सिर्फ इसे दिमाग में लेके चलना. I was doing so well in prop firm. I made $330 and 400 was to pass the account. I needed 70 more, but due to psychology, I lost the account and that created doubt about my trading plans. Okay. अप्स एंड डाउन्स रहते हैं मार्केट में, बट एक चीज हमेशा याद रखना, Discipline and consistency will only build you to take ahead. Okay. I set up with 60% accuracy with 1:3 RR, but due to that loss, I got scared. Okay. Stream will be there for next 15 minutes. जो भी doubts है पूछ लो. What is the quickest way to build the patience? Meditation and reading books together. If you're not, start with meditation of 10 minutes and 10 pages per day. And देखो ये सवाल कौन पूछ रहा है? अगस्त्य, उसके लिए तुम्हें पहला दारू छोड़ना पड़ेगा. तू जैसा है वैसा ही ठीक है. कर. You're doing good. I was just pulling your leg, Nitesh. Okay, no worries, Agastya. Suggest some books. Measure What Matters is one of the good books that I have read. Or the Teeny Experiments, The Code of Extraordinary Mind, Live with Your Life, Revenge of the Tipping Point, Voice for the Voiceless, Talk, Icake, Home Dues, Siphon, 21 Lessons, Teeny Habits, The Wealth Money Can't Buy, Why We Want You to Be Rich, The Unbreakable, Hidden Potentials, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. There are so many books here. So in this is my top 10. What just I said. Sorry, top 15. Good Vibes, Good Life पढ़े हो क्या सर? वेक्स किंग का ना? हाँ पढ़ाओ. दोनों वर्जन पढ़ाओ. सर इतना मुश्किल लफ्ज इस्तेमाल ना करे. वो सब बुक्स का नाम है. हिंदी में बता दे. हाँ और एक बुक है जो बोलना भूल गया था. सो दैट बुक नेम इज द पावर ऑफ हैबिट्स बाय चार्ल्स. वो भी अच्छा है अगर हैबिट को चेंज करना है तो. So these are my top 16 books out of 7,000 for mindset and psychology. द साइकोलॉजी ऑफ द मनी वो पुराना हो गया यार. दैट इज टू ओल्ड नाउ. हाँ, but knowledge wise you can use that book as well. Thank you everyone who is showcasing themselves to improve in life. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you so much. Keep learning and keep growing, guys. You guys are doing better than yesterday. You will do better than today, tomorrow. Good morning, sir. After doing all this, from where do you buy time to read books? I get up at 3:30 in the morning, regardless of whichever country I'll be in, right? 1 hour of meditation, 1 hour of book reading, 1 hour of workout, then rest of the day goes by. क्या बात कर रहे हो? कितने बजे सोते हो? 10 o'clock. दुबई में आप पहले इंसान होगे जो 10 बजे सोते होंगे. नहीं, बहुत सारे हैं. Just not me. 3:30 को मैं सोने जाती हूँ. Okay, Ambika, good for you. जिंदगी में कुछ भी हो जाए, दो चीजें मैं कभी नहीं छोड़ूंगा: पढ़ना और सीखना. These are the two things which will make you better than today, tomorrow. भाई, सिर्फ मार्केट में कितना देर के लिए करके लोगे यार? एवरी डे वी आर डूइंग इट. टाइम टाइम बता दो. अनुराग, कौन सा वाला? Bookings are open for October first batch. सिर्फ तमिल और तेलुगु? मीन्स क्या बोल रहे हो? 115. ये वाला सरप्लस कैसे मार्क करोगे? इट्स वेरी इजी ना. फर्स्ट एक्शन प्लान कैसे लोगे रिट्रेसमेंट का? फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व, allocation point, right? You took this, you mapped it. One, with that one, 200% rejection. 200% rejection के बाद first come first serve. So ये mapping हम करेंगे. It's already 200% break and continue. So with that, what do we do? We take a second serving. What do? We take it from this point and allocate it over here, if you notice, which we have done, right? So this is the allocation what we have taken. So with this allocation point, mapping was done, 200% completed. We had one small retracement at 200% of the demand, and minimality M1 का rejection जो है ये वाला, उसका rejection था. So direct 200% का entire mapping, मतलब टॉप टू बॉटम पूरा लोगे एंड रीमैप करोगे यहाँ पे. जैसे वो रीमैप हुआ, यहाँ पे हमारे पास मिनिमलिटी जनरेट हुई. Hence 150% was our first target. Okay, Anurag? You from South? Yeah, I can speak South, but I am a Maharashtrian, proud Indian. என்ன வேணும் சாப்பிடுங்களா நல்ல கலத்துக்கொண்டுங்க I can speak the language. Which book king? MNP का MNP and LTDs. Okay. यहाँ पे जो दिखा रहा है वो M2 है बट IG चार्ट में एंड एक्सनेस चार्ट में जो दिखा रहा है दैट इज M1 50% के पास रिजेक्शन है बट यूर राइट जय जी एक्सनेस में देखोगे IG में देखोगे वो M1 है ट्रेडिंग व्यू में वो M2 है किसी को भी कोई भी डाउट है स्ट्रीमिंग विल बी देयर फॉर नेक्स्ट 5 to 10 minutes एक बार BTC का चार्ट दिखा दो Thank you so much, sir, for guiding and being there always too. You're welcome, Varun. खुश फैजा फुल जोश में है आज ब्यूटीफुल लवली सर जो आप अभी गोल्ड की डिमांड मार्क करते हैं इसकी एलोकेशन बाय की विक से रखी थी हाँ वहां से ही रखा है हाई विक रेंज जब है The allocation in perspective of to the previous. Simple. No confusion. ये एक सिखा दो यार, काफी है। हर एक चार्ट में मैप करते हो टारगेट हिट होता है. Also, we need to keep tracking HFT markings also while tracking 15 minutes as execution point. No need. 15 minutes में जब break होता है तभी तो 1 hour का act होता है. निफ्टी भी 150% से रिजेक्शन लेगी. एक रिट्रेसमेंट तो आएगा उस पॉइंट ऑफ एक्शन से. ठीक है, दिखा देता हूँ. वो एग्जैक्टली 150 में है, इंटैक्ट लेवल तक आएगी वो. ठीक है, दिस इज 200. दिस इज 150%. सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर वन थिंग गाइस, मार्केट में नए हो पुराने खिलाड़ी हो, फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. हमेशा मार्केट में एवरी 6 months the volume spectrum changes. Identify the volume spectrums. Second thing, all the new members, whichever strategy, whichever concept, whichever formulas, whichever indicators you are using, which I don't recommend indicators at any cost for any of the scripts. Follow 6 months of back testing, 6 months of forward testing, 1 to 2 months of live analysis, bring the small capital, execute the trades, compound the capital with compounding, follow the proper risk to reward, and keep control on your mind, which gets you into the FOMO and greed stage. And keep learning and keep growing. This is Nitesh signing off. मिलते हैं अगली सेशन में. तब तक के लिए टेक केयर. बाय बाय.